What happens when a small-town girl from Alabama turns her wildest childhood passions into a life most people only dream about? That's exactly what Hannah Barron did. Known to millions as the Catfish Girl, she's become one of the most recognizable faces in the outdoor world, a fearless hunter, fisher, and modern-day pioneer who built a global empire by simply staying true to her roots. But who really is Hannah Barron? And how did a girl who grew up catching fish in muddy rivers become a multi-million-dollar influencer and businesswoman with millions of fans watching her every move? To understand her story, we have to go back to where it all began, deep in the heart of Alabama. Hannah Barron was born and raised in southern Alabama, where her childhood revolved around nature, not screens. Her father, Jeff Barron, was her first teacher and biggest influence, a carpenter, hunter, and old-school outdoorsman who believed in hard work and self-reliance. From the moment Hannah could walk, she followed him into the woods and the water. He showed her how to track deer, clean fish, and respect the land they lived on. When she was 8, she shot her first deer, a 7-point buck, under her father's careful guidance. It wasn't just a proud moment. It was a lesson in patience, responsibility, and respect for life. Jeff Barron wasn't just her dad. He was the foundation of everything she would later build. He built their family home by hand and is now building Hannah's new house too. That work ethic and authenticity became the backbone of her brand. In a digital world full of filters and facades, Hannah's story felt real because it was. Her connection to her father and the land made her relatable to people who valued honesty, family, and the kind of toughness that can't be faked. Her journey into fame started with something wild and almost unbelievable: noodling. It's one of the most dangerous and unconventional forms of fishing, where instead of using rods or bait, you dive into muddy water and catch catfish with your bare hands. The catfish hide in holes and attack intruders to protect their nests, and that's when a noodler grabs hold and wrestles the fish out. Most people wouldn't even think of trying it. Hannah made it look effortless. She learned the craft from her father and a local game warden named Brad Gavin. It became more than a hobby, it was a test of courage. She'd submerge herself into dark, murky holes, often under docks or along riverbanks, waiting for a massive catfish to strike her arm. The danger is real. A catfish can crush fingers or pull a person under, but Hannah, standing barely 5 feet tall, had no fear. She's caught catfish weighing over 60 pounds, nearly her own weight, using only her strength and instincts. The mix of danger, skill, and authenticity made her stand out long before the internet took notice. Then came 2016, the year everything changed. One video, that's all it took. Hannah posted a short clip of herself catching a giant 30-pound catfish with her bare hands. Despite the video's simplicity, the video exploded across social media, reaching over 15 million views almost overnight. Viewers around the world couldn't believe what they were seeing: a young woman, calm and fearless, wrestling a monster fish out of the water. That clip turned her into an internet sensation and earned her the nickname the Catfish Girl. Overnight fame can fade fast, but Hannah knew how to turn that moment into something lasting. She built her brand, Hannah Barron Outdoors, across YouTube and Instagram, blending her deep love for the outdoors with her easygoing personality and humor. Her social media presence grew into one of the most trusted and respected platforms in the outdoor space, with more than 1.5 million followers on Instagram and nearly 1 million subscribers on YouTube. What kept people watching wasn't just the fishing or the hunting, it was her authenticity. Hannah stayed grounded, showing both the beauty and the grit of outdoor life. She didn't stage her content, she lived it. And she never lost sight of ethics. Every fish she caught, she treated with respect. Most of the time, she released them back into the water unharmed. If a fish couldn't survive, she made sure it was used for food, not wasted. She also followed seasons closely, switching from fishing to hunting when the time came. That balance between respect for nature and love for adventure helped her earn trust in a space where credibility is everything. Of course, fame comes with attention, both good and bad. Hannah has faced criticism for her southern accent and her place in a sport dominated by men. But she never tried to change who she was. Her confidence and determination made her a role model for countless young women who wanted to step into the outdoors without fear or apology. Through her success, she proved that toughness isn't about size or gender. It's about heart. As her online following grew, so did curiosity about her personal life. Many wondered if she was married or had a husband. The truth is simple. Hannah Barron has never been married. Years ago, she was engaged to a fellow hunter named Ryan Horton. They met around 2016, the same year her fame began, and shared a passion for the outdoors. But by 2019, the engagement ended, and both went their separate ways. Since then, Hannah has kept her personal life private, focusing entirely on her career and family. While many online creators fade after a few years, Hannah's empire only grew stronger, not just because of content, but because she evolved as a businesswoman. She understood early that success on YouTube wasn't just about ad revenue, it was about using that visibility to build something real. In 2023, she and her father launched their own company, Barron's CBD. The idea came from experience, not marketing. Jeff Barron, after decades of carpentry, dealt with constant pain in his shoulders and back. When he tore a tendon in his bicep, he found relief using CBD balm Hannah had bought for him. That small discovery sparked a business idea rooted in authenticity, a product made for hardworking people like them. Barron's CBD focuses on recovery and pain relief for hunters, laborers, and anyone living an active, hands-on lifestyle. It wasn't designed for trendy health stores, it was built for blue-collar America. And that's exactly why it worked. The story behind the product made it real, and their loyal fan base responded. The company grew quickly, becoming one of the key drivers of Hannah's growing wealth. Alongside that, her Barron Outdoors merchandise line turned into another major success. Fans could buy shirts, hats, and gear that reflected her lifestyle and values. Her audience wasn't just watching her, they were part of her community. Add to that long-term partnerships with major outdoor and fitness brands like First Form and Wiley X, and it's clear that Hannah had built something far bigger than a YouTube channel. Financially, her empire is now estimated at around $5 million, a figure built not from viral fame alone, but from smart diversification. While YouTube ad revenue brings in roughly $24,000 to $72,000 a year, that's only a small piece of her total earnings. The real money comes from her businesses, sponsorships, and merchandise. She turned her platform into a marketing engine, a way to reach millions and convert that trust into lasting income. Every partnership she takes on reflects her values, hard work, integrity, and respect for the outdoors. That's why she's become one of the most sought-after ambassadors in the outdoor industry. Her presence at events like SHOT Show 2025 in Las Vegas cements her place as both a content creator and a respected professional in her field. But despite all the fame, money, and recognition, Hannah Barron has never lost touch with her roots. Her father is still by her side, helping her build not just her brand, but her future, quite literally. He's currently building her new house piece by piece, just like they built their first one. For Hannah, success has never been about leaving home behind. It's about honoring where she came from and making it part of everything she does. That connection to her family, her land, and her values is what keeps her story powerful. She represents more than just a viral video or a social media influencer. She represents a way of life that's honest, hardworking, and fearless. Today, at 28, Hannah Barron stands as one of the most recognizable figures in outdoor media. She's proof that authenticity still matters, that people will always connect with someone who means what they show. Her journey from a barefoot kid in Alabama to a self-made millionaire businesswoman wasn't luck. It was years of hard work, countless hours in muddy rivers, and the lessons passed down from a father who taught her that real success comes from the ground up.